Hi guys, welcome to my channel Subhash Sir's classes. Today we are going to complete the second part of probability meant for class 12, and in this section we have to explore how set theory is so much useful in solving the probability problems, and almost all the formulae in set theory are useful in probability. For example, we know that when we have a set whose complement is AC, complement of a set AC, we know that this is equal to the universal set minus the set A. And how it is linked to probability? In probability, if you use probability of AC and here for this you use probability of A, then you have to use probability of the universal set is here sample space S, and this will give you P of AC is equal to 1 minus P of A. So this formula is equivalent to this formula. Let us go for another formula. We have a formula A union B. Here talking of the cardinality, the number of elements in this combination A union B. This is equal to cardinality of A plus cardinality of B minus cardinality of A intersection B. Clearly, this is a case of two sets having an intersection. This means A intersection B is non-zero. This is not phi. A union B, the number of elements in it should not be equal to 0. So in this case, if we convert this into probability formula, it will make us give us P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B, and this formula is for disjoint sets. For sets having an intersection, but for sets with disjoint sets, these sets we have not joined each other. We can have a picture like this. When there are two sets A and B which have nothing in common, they have no point in common. Clearly, in this case, A intersection B is phi. So cardinality of A intersection B must be cardinality of phi, which is 0. So what will this formula become? P A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus 0. So we don't write it. So this is for the disjoint set type. In case of disjoint sets, actually we have A union B is equal to mod the cardinality of A plus cardinality of B. So the probability formula becomes P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B. So actually we are talking of probability, but in terms of set theory. So if we just wipe these set theoretic formulae away, then the names of this formula, for this formula we shall write for mutually exclusive events, mutually inclusive events, and here we write for mutually exclusive events because one excludes the other. If you need a example for this, suppose you are asking for a cup of tea. If you consume a cup of tea, that means you have consumed two things: the tea powder factor and the milk So these two things are juxtaposed, they are interlinked to each other. But what if you are asked hot or cold, tea or coffee? Whenever you are asked, when you just enter a house as a guest, hot or cold, do you ask for both? If you are asked for tea or coffee, do you ask for both? Give me tea then coffee? No, we choose one of them. So in this case, the case is mutually exclusive. If you choose coffee, then the tea part is not there. If you choose tea, there will be no coffee for you. If you choose a hot cup, then cold cup is not available for you. So hot or cold, one discards the other, one removes the possibility of the happening of the other. These are called mutually exclusive events. And when two things occur simultaneously, you drink tea and you drink milk simultaneously, so that is mutually inclusive events. These are two more formulae. Next, just before we discussed these two, we had talked of A union AC is E in set theory, and in probability we write A union AC is the sample space S. So P of A, since A and AC cannot happen simultaneously, they are mutually exclusive, so P of A plus P of AC should be equal to P of S, which is 1. That means we can find P of A if P of AC is available, or P of AC if P of A is available from these two formulae. This is very useful in solving so many problems. And there are certain other set theoretic problems, like how much is this? This one is A minus B, the set where there are elements of A but there are no elements of B. This is A minus B, and this can also be written as A minus A intersection B. So we write A minus B is cardinality of A minus cardinality of A intersection B as a set theoretic formula, and in probability this is P of A minus B is equal to P of A minus P of A intersection B. Next, if you have B minus A, then this will be B minus A intersection B or B intersection A. If you take the cardinality, the same rule applies. So in probability this will be P of A minus B is equal to P of A minus P of A intersection B. P of B minus A, sorry, P of B minus A should be P of B minus P of A intersection B. So two more formulae to your copy. And when we talk of this thing, this area is known as A minus B. This area is also known as A intersection BC. Similarly, if you have A and B, this area will be B minus A, and side by side it is also B intersection AC. In your set theory class you are talked about this. So A minus B is otherwise A intersection BC. So we can write this thing prior to that, and here B intersection AC prior to this. So the formula now extends to one more level. This thing can be P of A intersection BC, and this can be P of B intersection AC. So 2 more formulae. So now if you are given, suppose P of A is 0.4, P of B is 0.3, P of A union B is equal to 0.9, then how can you find P of A intersection B, P of A minus B, P of B minus A, P of A intersection BC, P of B intersection AC, and so on. So for this you need to find P of A intersection B. We know that P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B, which implies that sum of the two, P of A union B and P of A intersection B, should be equal to cardinality of A and cardinality of B, that is P of A plus P of B. So how much is P of A intersection B? This is P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. Sorry, A union B. Since probability cannot be negative, let us take this much as 7, 0.7. Now for this you can take 0.4 plus say 0.7 minus 0.9, which is 1.1 minus 0.9, which is 0.2. So P of A intersection B is now available 0.2. Now this much is P of A minus P of A intersection B. So P of A is 0.4 minus 0.2, answer is 0.2. This much will be P of B minus P of A intersection B. So this is 0.7 minus 0.2, so 0.5. This is also equal to P of A minus B. We have already talked, which is P of A minus P of A intersection B. So we get the same result. This will be 0.2, and this is P of B minus A, in other words. So this will be equal to P of B minus P of A intersection B. So 0.7 minus 0.2, which is 0.5, the same answer. With this we conclude about, we use all the visible formulae in the section 2 of probability. So have a very nice preparation for the examination, use these formulae, and come to the next class where I shall teach you how to go to the level 3 problems in probability, and for that you will have to wait for 2 or 3 days. So maybe the video will appear on 29th or 30th of this month, and when we will not have any exam on those days. So till that day I will expect that you will see this video, like it, watch it, subscribe my channel, and see me in the next class. Thank you. Bye.